sad, person 3 excited, person 4 depressed. Okay? So we're going to start with one person on stage. Let's say, just say we did it in that order. One person is going to start alone. So person A, you're happy. They're going to start alone on stage. Now, I am going to get you guys a suggestion. So you guys, most of you have seen shows, so you know that when we get a suggestion, the scene does not revolve around that suggestion. It's just a jumping off point. It gives you just something to go off of, one thing, so that you don't have to just come up with blank like you guys are just doing, which that's a really difficult thing to do. But we just get an object from the audience, or we get a location from the audience, something like that. And it also lets the audience know when they're watching it that this is not a pre-planned scene. Because if you just went up there and started doing whatever, they're going to be like, well, yeah, they rehearsed that. They talked about that beforehand. No. So we get a suggestion from the audience and whatever. So if your suggestion was baseball, so we start baseball scene. So we start happy. Maybe this person, they're oiling their glove and they're really happy, and you don't talk out loud. So no monologuing when you're alone, unless we're doing like Shakespeare, so no soliloquies. So like, well, here I am, doing, oiling my mitt. No, so just go out there, start, doing your pantomime, doing whatever in the environment. Sometimes it's okay to talk, if I was like getting ready for a party, I might talk out loud, be like, okay, got a punch here, got blah, 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 blah. But I wouldn't say like, here I am, Jack, in my own home, relaxing. So I'm just gonna start doing whatever, okay? I'm happy. The next person that enters, there is an order. So person B was assigned sad, okay? So one thing with mechanics, kind of theater mechanics. So it's gonna be different every theater that you perform at. For this theater, we have these nice walls right here. We call these the wings, okay? So when I'm backstage, if I'm here, I'm not in the scene. I just kind of look at that and I say, I'm not in the scene. I can stand here and watch the scene so I know what's going on, and then you might have a couple people, 1, 2, okay? As soon as my foot steps out on stage, I'm now in the scene. So I'm not gonna just stand here watching the scene because it looks weird with someone just standing right there. So, not in the scene, in the scene. So we have happy person oiling the glove, doing whatever. Then the next person comes in, they are sad. So what you're going to try and do is justify a reason why you would have to be sad. So you got the suggestion of baseball, they're oiling their mitts, so you kind of see that from off stage. Let them just set up so you know the environment. Then when I walk in, I'm going to have a reason why I would be sad. Well, hey Jeremy, I just got a call from the other team. They're not going to make it, so we got to cancel the game. Okay, so sad. Now what happens is the entire scene, anybody on stage, turns into the most recent emotion. Okay, it's called chameleon. Chameleons change colors. So that's what we're doing, is we're changing the emotions between these two things. So this person that was oiling their mitt, now you try yourself and justify a reason for being sad. They've come in with a great, thing saying the other team can't make it, so you have to cancel the baseball practice. Oh man, I just bought this mitt. It cost me like $80 at Big 5. Gosh darn it, what are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do now? Okay, so the scene continues, sad, whatever. You guys have your dialogue, your pantomime, using your environment. Then we have person 3, they were excited, right? So now, I might be off stage that way or off stage here, but I'm going to come into the scene with an idea of why this character would be excited. Guys, I just got a call, and they first canceled, but they said they fixed their flat tire and they're on their way. Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, do you want to play shortstop? Yeah, I want to play shortstop. So continue with excited, so the entire scene envelops whatever that emotion is. Then you're going to move on to person number 4, which was depression, right? So this person's depressed. Guys, they got in a car accident. Whoa, right? So the entire scene then turns to depression. So everyone's depressed in the scene. Then, after a little bit, this person, number 4, you're going to leave in the order that you entered into the scene. Well, I'm going to go make sure they're okay. This person exits. Then, everyone in the scene turns back to the most recent emotion. Before depression, it was excited. So now they're excited. Wow. Yes! God, Ron's gone. I hate that guy. Now we can have fun by ourselves. So you gotta play pickle? Yeah, I want to play pickle. All right, well, I'm gonna go get everything set up. they leave. Then we go back to the next emotion.
Wow.
That was sad, right? Sad. So now they're like, oh God, I really don't want to play pickle with that guy. He's such a tool. So this continues. Then you find a reason for this person to leave. Oh, I better help him set up. So that person leaves and they say, oh good, well I'm glad I didn't buy this mitt for nothing. Okay, go back to happy, that original emotion.
Wow.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you cue people for leaving, or they leave on their own?
You leave on your own.
Wow.
Yes. So I'm not going to tell you when to enter the scene or when to exit the scene. That's on you guys. So one thing with this game, when we get to the 4-person scene, your initial, your instinct is going to be, I need to talk. I'm on stage right now, so I need to talk. With a 2-person scene like we were just doing before, it's easy because it's just back and forth. Whereas when we have 4 people, everyone's like, I need to talk, and so it's just all over the place. So just keep that in mind, give and take. It's like if you were having a conversation with your friends and you had 4 people in a conversation. You know, you might interrupt somebody, but you're not going to be talking over someone at the same time. Hopefully not, because that would be terrible. But any questions with this game?
That was really cool.
All right.